So this is reality television, right? 6:30 in the morning. We're going out to fire up the Pitboss. We're gonna set it to 275. This is gonna be an all-day smoke. And so I prepped my pork butts last night. And then this morning I'm gonna season them up, let them sit for 15 minutes, and then they're jumping on the Pitboss. We're going with Bear Mountain hickory for this cook. And I'm gonna fill up that hopper because it's gonna be all day. Cleaned up, ready to go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put on a mustard binder. We're gonna just use French's yellow mustard. Okay, make sure you shake that booger up real good before you put it on there, so you don't get that nasty, pre-juicy mustard that comes out, right? So this is where we're gonna get a little messy. I've got my Drip Easy tray here. This thing pops up and makes a bend, makes it easy to get your butt out to the smoker. I've also got my second one here. We got folks coming over tonight, so we're doing two. All right, so we're diving in, getting a little slappy on there. Whew. Oh yes, I'm gonna get it real good. I'll take two big swipes here and try to get every side of this booger. This is the fun part, right? Oh yeah. Look at that. Look how pretty that thing is, by the way. All right, we're gonna wipe off, clean up for just 1 second. All right, for this particular cook, we're using BluesHog Sweet and Savory. I just love the flavor on this on a lot of things. And so what we're gonna do is just season heavily, all right? So we're just gonna cover this booger. Also, I'm gonna pop up our tray just to give it a place to land. Okay, we're gonna do the sides, the edges, the everything. All right, so we're bringing them through here. Sometimes we can get lucky and do this side when we got it up. Big old chunk of meat. Tap that in. Give it the old Paderewski. Flipping her over. Doing the same thing. Lots of flavor, lots of seasoning. All right. Now the key to this is we're gonna let this rest or sit for about 15 minutes just so this can all kind of sweat out. And then she's heading to the smoker. I'm gonna fire up the other one while this is sitting, and we'll see you on the other side. So this is where I love my Drip Easy tray, because I'm carrying both butts in this pan and it hadn't even folded out or expanded to its biggest setting. Like, how cool is that, right? Like, great little barbecue gift if you have a barbecue friend, okay? All right, we're dropping these on 275. They're gonna be in the smoke for about 5 to 6 hours, and then we're gonna crank that temperature up just a little bit. We're also going to be putting them in a foil pack and throwing some butter and some good things on it, but we'll get to that here in just a minute. We're also going to throw the needle in it to keep the temperature. The Pitboss itself will keep the temperature. Even got an app that I can follow it and know exactly where we're at on the cook. So we'll be back in a little bit. All right, so we're about 3 hours into the cook. We're just gonna spritz these bad boys real quick with some apple cider vinegar. I have also rotated them, all right? So just to get an even cook around them, rotated them about 180 degrees. So we're just gonna squirt this on top and then go from there. Oh yeah, we'll come back in about 2 hours and do all that over again. Alright, I want to show you this point in the cook here. So we're at about 165 on this guy, and then we're at about 154, 155 on this guy. Now this is the sweet and savory just by itself. This is the sweet and savory with a little bit of Traeger rub in there as well. You can see the difference in their bark colors and how they're landing. But man, they are gorgeous. And so what we're going to do now with that temperature is we're going to take them in and we're going to wrap them. And so we're going to put them in a foil pan, and then we're going to put some foil on top, but we're going to do a little work on them too. So let's go inside and see what that looks like. All right, so I'm going to make this super easy for myself, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pork butts, put them straight off into a metal pan, and then that's where I'm gonna wrap them. So all that to say, I'm gonna drop them in the pans, and then I'm gonna transport them back into the house. Then we're gonna butter up and do some stuff like that. You'll see that here in just a moment. But not right now, we're gonna load these bad boys up for transport back into the house. All right, so please understand that there are tons of ways to handle this portion of the cook. Some people put apple juice, some people put apple cider vinegar. They fill their pans with all different types of things, but this is where you get to play with it a little bit, all right? The preferred method that we're gonna do today, or the method that we're gonna do today, not necessarily the preferred method, is that we're going to add apple juice to the pan, okay? And then we're gonna put a little bit more rub on here, and then we're gonna put butter pads and a little bit of brown sugar. And man, you talk about delicious, all right? So first I'm gonna hit them with the Thermopen just real quick so that you can see the reading. We can check the reading. This one's 155, 156. If I get down here and this part, it's right at 160. So we're spot on, and that's going in there pretty smooth and pretty easy. So over here on this guy, we're sitting at about a little warmer. We're at about 170 on this guy, 170, and so when it's dancing around there. All right, so we're at a great spot to begin this process of the cook. Now this is gonna be another several hours that we're gonna be doing this thing, okay? But right here, we're apple juicing these bad boys, butter pads, brown sugar, all that good stuff, all right? So I'm also gonna hit them with a little more apple cider vinegar, okay? I had done that when it was in the cook. We're gonna do it one more time just for grins and giggles, okay? But also we got that apple juice that's gonna be around it, so we got that going on as well. All right, so I'm gonna hit these bad boys with a little more sweet and savory. We're just going on top here, pretty heavy. Just like that. Oh yes, oh my gosh, that smell when it comes together with that meat. Delicious. There's that. Okay. I'm gonna butter pad up the top of these, just like this. So those bad boys are gonna melt and make this magic. Butter, barbecuer's best friend for deliciousness, right? Okay, there and there. And then we're gonna take some brown sugar and just kind of sprinkle that on top. Oh my gosh. All these smells coming together. I wish you could smell it. I wish we had smell-o-vision. All right. Yes, sir. gracious. Okay, then we're hitting apple juice in the pans. Then we're gonna wrap with the foil. Just good old generic, cheap apple juice. We can go about a 1/4 inch in the bottom of the pan, okay? That's about how much we're looking at here. So get the big jug if you're doing 2 pans. All that said. Next, we're wrapping her. If you have the big foil, it's ideal. I ran out. We're gonna do 1 halfway. Do another one. Okay, so we're kind of double tinting here. We're also gonna take note before we close this of where we want our probe to go in, okay? And then we're just gonna hit it with a little X with our thermopin. So we'll see, you'll see that here in a second. Again, ideal if you can get the big piece, the big sheet, but if not, just make sure there's enough overlap that you don't have a lot of leeway, okay? Then we're gonna mark a spot right here with where we want our probe to go into the fattest part of the meat. Get you a true reading there on your goods, all right? I'm gonna wrap this other one, and then we're gonna head back out to the smoker and get it going there. All right, so we put them back on, and they're ready to roll. We've dropped the probes back in there to give us a read, but again, we're gonna wanna come back and check it with our thermopin just to make sure in case we kind of missed our meat as we were pushing it in there. This is also a great opportunity to say, refill your pellets, right? Check your pellets, make sure. It's been a cold day today, so a lot of pellets have been pushing through there to keep the temperature, but super proud of the Pitboss and the temperature that it has kept. I mean, it's been spot on every time I've come out to check it, but we wanna make sure that it's holding that temperature and that you don't run out of pellets, because then your cook's over. And so we're gonna refill that, and then from there, we're gonna chill for a couple hours until we come back and check it in a little bit. All right, so it's been an all-day cook, and we are currently, our probes in and on the Pitboss are showing 204 and 208 as they're reading for our butts. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this bad boy up. I've got some cream cheese going in here too that are gonna be some appetizers. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my temper pin, stick it in here, and check it. And so right now, the probe is reading 204, but this particular pin is reading 205. And so right there on where we wanna be. And I mean, when you slide this thing in, it is like butter. There is nothing there. This one is reading 199 currently, and it's increasing as it sits. So these guys are about ready to come off. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull these off. I'm gonna let them rest for about 30 minutes, and then we will start pulling. But I'm gonna take them out of this juice that they've been sitting in, put them in a new tin, and cover them to let them sit for that last 30 minutes here before everybody gets here. Woo! Yes, sir. Look at that.
go. Money. Like, subscribe. We'll see you soon.